Hello guys, welcome all of you in our lecture, and we are going to discuss here one topic to pass array into the user defined function. So let's first introduce about the array concept. So array is nothing but what? The collection of elements. So when you want to collect multiple elements, you need array. And now we are trying to add array into our function. Now function is what? User can create its own module that called user defined function or a UDF. Okay. So when we are creating program with a UDF, we need three elements. First function declaration, then function call, and then function definition. So when we are calling our function, now our requirement is what? According to the title, we have to pass array, entire array into the function. So how you can do it? So let's see here. Here we are discussing the program to find the sum of array elements using function. But how? It's possible with a two different category, without passing argument and with passing argument. So you can choose any method, but now today we are discussing what? We have to pass compulsorily array into the function arguments. So we can say like that there are four different categories of function, and here we are using what? To pass the array into function. So the argument is there and no return. So that category we are including here for today's session. So how you can do? So just say here the title to pass one dimensional array into the function, and the title of our program is nothing but to find the sum of array elements. Okay. So if you remember, the first part is function declaration, and that is always before the void main. Okay. So before starting the void main, we have to use the third category with argument no return. So no return, how you can justify? Using the void return type and the name of your function. Right now we are using sum function, and here we have to pass two parameters. So the first parameter is nothing but our array. Okay. So array having no size here. Okay. Why? Because the second parameter is nothing but the size of array. So there is no need of including inside the square bracket any number like a of 3, a of 5. Okay. So here the square bracket is empty, and we have to pass the size of array into the second value. Okay. Second parameter. So here that is integer n. So here we are using two arguments. First is array name, that is a, and the size of array is nothing but the second argument variable n. Okay. Now inside void main, the second element we have to use, that is function call. Now when you are calling the function and you are using the category with argument, all the data that we are inputted, we have to read inside the void main. Okay. So here we have to read the array first. Here I mentioned the size, that is 10. Then after one variable n. From 10, how many elements you want to use, like 3, 4, 5. Okay. That is depends on a value of n and the variable I. Then after we require sum. Okay. So here no need of writing sum equals 0. Why? Because we are not using the return category, we are using no return. So no need of writing sum here. We have to use the entire logic for finding the sum of array element into the function definition. Okay. So first we have to use the printf function now, and inside it we have to write the message like enter value of n. Then after scanf is there to read the value of n, %d, and then after end of n. So according to the value of n, our for loop is continue. Suppose my n is 3, then for loop is continue how many times? 3 times. So obviously we need here the for loop when you are using the concept of array, and always the loop is started with 0 because the array index start with 0. So I 0, then after the condition I less than n, and then I plus plus. So this is the concept of array. Okay. Now inside it we have to read the data using printf and scanf. So inside printf I have written just like enter array elements. Then after the scanf function is there. Inside scanf the array type is integer, so %d is there, and then end of a of I. So this logic is just regarding array. Now we have to use the function call. Okay. So after this logic input part we have to call our function, and the name of function is what? Sum. So we have to return like sum, and two parameters are there, that is first array name and second is n. Now remember one thing, when you are calling the function and when your argument is array, no need to justify here the bracket. Okay, no need to put here the bracket. It automatically understand by the function a is nothing but the array. How? Because in the declaration part we have mentioned integer a of 10. So this is the function call. By passing array and size. Now here the function call is completed. Now we have to do the function definition after the void main. So simply you can copy the statement that is before the void main. We can say it's a function declaration. So just copy it and put after the void main bracket. This is nothing but the function definition. So remove here the semicolon and start and stop brackets are there. So same part is there, declaration and definition. Now inside this function definition we have to put the entire logic for finding the sum. So the logic is what? First we need one variable, that is sum equals 0. Okay, and then after for loop is there. So for I start with always 0, then I less than n, and then I plus plus. Inside this for loop we have to put the formula for finding the sum. So what is the formula for it? It's just like very simple, sum equal sum plus sum of what? Array element. So we have to indicate here a of I. So this is the formula for finding the sum. Now after this logic we have to print the value of sum. So after for loop we have to write the message like printf sum equal %d and then the value of variable sum. So this is the logic, the simple program without function you are knowing. This program is already done in our previous concept, that is array. So using array you can do its very simpler method. Okay, but when you are using array in a function, then you have to remember this thing, how you can pass array into the function. Now execute this program and check whether there is any error or not. Here the warning is there. You can see here the warning is there. Why? Anyone have an idea why here the warning are there? Because we are not including any header files. Okay, so before starting the void main, here we need header files. So that is what has include stdio.h. So when you are not including that header files, what happen? The printf and scanf functions are available in this header file stdio.h. Okay, so when you are using printf scanf in your program, they are not finding from any header file from any library. So we have to compulsorily add that header files. Suppose you are using here the sqrt function, then you have to use math.h header file, likewise that. Now again compile and execute this program and see any error is there. Yes, again here one variable is missing, that is variable I inside the function in a function definition. Okay, so we are including it and then again check the program. Now you can see here there is no error and warning. So successfully our program will be execute and just see the message enter value of n. now my array size is 10, so you can give any value inside value 10. So I have given like 5. So how many elements you have to insert? 5. Okay, suppose I have entered 5, 3, 2, 1 and 8. So here you can find the answer, sum equals to 19. So you can get the sum of array elements using function. Now the same theory we are applying here, but suppose you want to perform the same program with return. So first we have to change here the void, because void indicates what? Our function sum returns nothing. So we have to change first it. So what you can write inside void? That depends on the return value. So here our program are returning what? The value of sum, okay, and the data type of sum is integer. So we have to write here the word in int instead of void, okay. Then after we have to catch that value inside one particular variable, and that is suppose t. So we are declaring another function variable, that is t. Then after, when you are calling this function, it return with some value, and that value we have to store. So we have to write just like t equals the function called sum a of n, and then after we have to display here the value of t. Whatever the value returned from the function, that is nothing but t, and that value we want to print here. So we have to write here printf and the message sum equal %d. And this value is stored in which variable? T. So here we have to mention the variable name, that is t. Now what we have to change inside this function definition? So we have to remove first the void, and instead of 8 we have to put the variable data type of sum, that is int. And then after, there is no need of here the printf statement, because when your category is with return, compulsorily in your function definition the keyword is present, that is return. So here we have to write return, and which value we want to return? That is the variable sum, okay. So the here we are changed from printf to the statement return sum. Now execute the same program and check whether there is any error or not. So there is no error, so message is display enter value of n, and suppose I have entered 4 and the elements just like 2, 3, 4 and 1. So you can find the sum value, that is 10. I hope you are clear with this concept, how you can pass the array and how you can write the program with argument, with return, and also with argument and with no return. If you have any query, you can contact me anytime. Thank you.